Important national holiday, especially for those morning people like myself celebrating something to get us going every day. National Coffee Day. That's right, you heard right. National Coffee Day. Ansley Watson really celebrating. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Other than my birthday, I'm pretty sure that National Coffee Day is my favorite day ever. I'm standing in Keweenaw Coffee Works. Hey, already sipping on the first glass of coffee. Actually, that's a lie. This is my second cup of coffee today. But we're going to learn all about coffee. If you see behind me, look at this. This is a roaster. This thing is giant. I don't use it, but I know somebody who does, and we're going to be speaking with them later in the hour. Stay with us. Reporting live in Calumet, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. Keep calm the best you can, slamming down more coffee. Kind of feel bad for John.
Yeah,
it's
I was
gonna be a long ride.
She's gonna come back.
Poor John.
A squirrel.
I got a long drive back too.
But you know, it is kind of fun, and you know, it's a little bit cooler. So having something warm to start National Coffee Day and helping us celebrate, Keweenaw Coffee Works. This morning, Ansley Watson is joining them in Calumet to learn more about how they're doing that. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Wow, what a great day. Am I right? This is just wonderful, celebrating coffee. This morning, joining me is Valerie Bocek, and she is co-owner here at Keweenaw Coffee Works. Thanks for being with me this morning.
Hey, thanks for inviting us on our favorite holiday, and happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday.
Oh, no, it's not my birthday. Anyway, thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was your birthday.
We can say it's my birthday. We can celebrate that. But anyway, a lot of people love coffee, but don't know, the background behind it here. So you are preparing us this morning. We're going to learn the history, the background behind coffee a little bit here.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of a coffee trivia since it's National Coffee Day.
Yes.
So maybe we can get started with our first question here, which is, what is the most important ingredient to making a great cup of coffee?
Well, I'd want to say the coffee bean, but I'm assuming that's probably not right.
Actually, surprisingly, it is water. We want to make sure that we're using filtered water when we're making coffee because we don't want any of the tap water softening ingredients to combine with the coffee to make undesirable flavor profiles. So having really good filtered water is super important.
I never would have thought about that the water leaching into the coffee is going to completely change the taste and flavor.
Yeah, it's just, it's an incredibly important ingredient. Most people overlook it, so if you just have like a Brita filter is fine, or we use reverse osmosis here, so however you want to filter your water, just make sure it's really clean.
Interesting. All right, what's next? What do we have here?
We did a little matching game here, so we thought it would be really fun to do match the grounds with the brewing device. So our first brewing device is a French press. And what would you think would be the correct ground to use with the French press?
I'll just say medium.
It's actually going to be a coarse grind on this one, and the reason why you want to make sure you have a little bit of like a toothier grind is because you don't want any of the coffee grounds to leach into the actual brewed coffee and during the extraction process. So you want to use a really coarse grind on the French press here. Our next one that we have is a mocha pot. This is also known as a stovetop espresso. And you're going to want to use a little bit of a finer grind on that, and that is because you want to get a really heavy extraction in a short amount of time. So it's going to be a little bit more powdery, and it'll kind of clump together. So that's what
I don't think I've ever seen one of these before.
Yeah, actually, what you want to do with this is you would put the grounds right in here, and you're going to tamp that down pretty good, and then the water is going to go in here, and then you'll put that on the stove, and it'll sort of bubble up.
So if you don't have an espresso machine, this is what you would use.
This actually, this is what we call fancy coffee at home, and we use this on Sundays with our little milk frother on our stove to make fancy coffee. So the last brewing device that I have is our standard auto drip machine, and that we want to use a medium grind on that one, and that's because you don't want to have too fine of a grind or the grounds are going to bubble up through the basket because the water isn't going to be able to drip through quick enough. if you use too coarse of a grind, then you're going to get a weak extraction on that.
Well, this has been great. Valerie, thank you so much for being with us. We have so much more to talk about. Stay with us. Reporting live in Calumet, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, learning about coffee. Thanks, Ansley. And I see they've got more questions that we'll be able to test our knowledge on a little bit later on, so that'll be good.
Yeah, keeping us sharp.
Yes. Now, as we're starting the day, the sunshine yesterday.
Welcome back. Well, if you already drank your morning cup of coffee, fill it up again because it's National Coffee Day. Ansley Watson is at the Keweenaw Coffee Works in Calumet to help celebrate this morning. Feeling jittery, Ansley?
I don't know, Sam. I guess I am. I'm getting crazy. Good news for all of those coffee lovers out there. Keweenaw Coffee Works is giving out free coffee all day long, so can't go wrong with that. Joining me this morning is the roaster, Nate Shuttleworth. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
No problem. So this is an interesting contraption here. This is your roaster.
It is.
How on earth does this work?
So it's a pretty standard roasting drum roaster. San Francisco makes them. This is not their smallest machine, but it's for commercial purposes. It's their smallest batch roaster. They're all pretty much similar. They have a hopper where the green coffee goes into. They have a drum where the coffee's being roasted right now. You can take a look and see how it's doing. It's almost ready. And then this is the cooling tray. So when they're ready, they'll come out. I'll open this door and we'll change the airflow so that the beans cool through this coffee tray right here.
So these beans have been here for what, 10 minutes or so?
It's been about 10 minutes now. So they're coming up on, you know, almost being ready. They went through their first crack.
Explain that. You said that you hear the
first crack
cracks.
happens at around 480 where they release a lot of moisture and they start to just change in the chemical structure of the coffee itself. We're actually getting ready to dump these right here. So this is going to be one of the components to our fall coffee right now. It's a Nicaraguan coffee and it's kind of on the lighter side, and that looks like it's just about ready there.
Oh, wow.
And so that'll go from being, 400 plus degrees to cool to the touch within about 2 minutes because we want to.
It needs to instantly cool.
Yeah, we want to kind of stop it from roasting at this point and just kind of have it let it cool down.
That's a very unique smell too.
Yeah, very nutty, very kind of a little burnt toast kind of smell to it.
Uh-huh.
So not exactly what you think of when you think of coffee smell.
No.
So when you brew it, it will obviously be a lot different as far as the smell, the aroma, and the taste.
Yeah, you said that they do get larger comparatively to the green beans, which we have here.
Yeah, those are green coffee beans. That's how we get them here at the shop. And then we roast them and they come out like this.
Wow. So then from here, are they ready to be bagged up then? Do you need to do anything else?
Right now they need to cool and then rest for a certain amount of time. We want to rest them for about 24 hours so that they kind of allow it to degas. A lot of CO2 will come out.
Really?
And some other gases, but mostly CO2. And and then they're usually ready after about 24 hours, and they'll stay fresh, whole bean for, well, several weeks after that.
Now I know that coffee comes from various different countries. Do you get your coffee from different countries as well?
Yeah, we get it from I think 17 different countries right now. We buy through our specialty coffee importers. Central and South America right now, a lot of African coffees. We have some Asian coffees, like from Sumatra and Indonesia.
And what's your favorite?
I like the Borealis. It's the Ethiopian natural processed coffee. Very fruity.
Cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for
you
sharing
for
your
having
love with coffee. I know we all love coffee here at TV6, so thank you.
Happy National Coffee Day.
Happy National Coffee Day. Thanks for being with us, Nate.
Thank you.
Reporting live in Calumet, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.